Have you noticed that the words on your newspaper or tablet blur more often in the evening? Or maybe those bright headlights at night seem harsher than they used to.
Perhaps your eyes feel dry, itchy, or irritated after just a little reading. If so, you're not alone, and it's not simply old age catching up.
These are gentle but urgent signals from your body that your eyes are asking for help.
The good news? You don't have to start with surgery or expensive treatments. Nature has already placed powerful tools in your own kitchen.
Today, we'll uncover 10 secret foods that quietly defend your eyesight, foods that protect your lens, nourish your macula, and support your optic nerve. Each one can lower your risk of cataracts, dry eyes, and even slow the gradual path toward vision loss. According to the National Eye Institute, nutrients like lutein, zeaxanthin, vitamin A, vitamin C, and omega-3 fatty acids concentrate inside the eye. They filter harmful blue light, fight oxidative stress, and help repair delicate eye tissues. Think of them as your body's natural vision repair system, quietly working behind the scenes to keep your sight clearer, sharper, and longer.
My goal in this video is simple: to walk with you step by step, showing how everyday foods can help seniors prevent cataracts, reduce blurry vision, and even restore more comfort at night. Stay with me until the end, because I'll share a simple eating plan you can begin tonight, one that could be the first step to restoring crystal clear vision. Your eyes deserve this care. And if you want more simple, science-based tips for senior protection and eye health, make sure to subscribe so you never miss what's coming next. 1. Wild-caught fatty fish. When you think about protecting your eyes after 60, one nutrient deserves the spotlight: DHA. This omega-3 fatty acid makes up almost 30% of the fat in your retina. Think of it as the wiring that carries crystal clear signals from your eyes straight to your brain. Without enough DHA, those wires fray, and suddenly you're dealing with dry eyes, blurry vision, and struggling to see at night.
A report from Harvard Medical School shows that low DHA levels increase the risk of cataracts, night vision problems, and gradual vision loss. The natural way to fight back? Wild-caught fatty fish, Alaskan salmon, sardines, Atlantic mackerel, and herring. These aren't just dinner options, they're loaded with DHA and EPA, another omega-3 that calms inflammation and helps tired eye tissues recover after long exposure to light and screens.
I once met Mr. Leonard, 73, who said his eyes burned every evening after reading. We made one simple change. He started eating salmon twice a week and sardines on weekends. After 6 weeks, Leonard was amazed. He hardly ever reached for artificial tears anymore. His vision felt sharper and his eyes weren't begging for relief.
Here's my tip. Always choose wild-caught over farmed fish. You'll avoid unwanted residues and get a higher omega-3 content. Just 2 to 3 servings a week can help restore eyesight, support retinal cell repair, and keep your vision moist and clear. If you've never tried this, fatty fish could be your first easy step toward fixing blurry vision naturally.
2. Leafy green vegetables. If your retina is the camera of your body, then lutein and zeaxanthin are the built-in anti-glare filters. These plant pigments work like sunglasses inside your eyes, protecting the macula, the center of your vision, by filtering blue light and UV rays before they can do damage.
Studies from Tufts University show that people who eat more lutein and zeaxanthin have a much lower risk of age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of central vision loss in seniors. That's why kale, spinach, bok choy, and Swiss chard are so powerful. They don't just help your eyes, they also improve circulation, balance blood sugar, and protect the heart, all of which indirectly safeguard your vision.
Take Mrs. Evelyn, 69. She told me she dreaded late afternoons because she couldn't clearly see the stair steps outside her porch. Within 2 months of adding spinach and Swiss chard salads to her lunches, something remarkable happened. She said, "The colors on the page pop again. Reading the evening newspaper doesn't feel like a battle." Her world became brighter, and her confidence returned.
Here's a secret. Lutein and zeaxanthin are fat-soluble. That means you'll absorb more when you pair greens with healthy fats. Lightly saute kale with olive oil or toss spinach with avocado for maximum benefit. It doesn't take a huge plate. Just a daily serving builds up these pigments in your macula like layers of protective shield. Every forkful of leafy greens is like putting on armor for your eyes. A salad isn't just a side dish, it's your personal defense against blurry night vision, cataracts, and vision defects that sneak up with age. Your kitchen truly is your first line of defense. Whether it's the omega-3s in salmon or the protective pigments in spinach, these foods prove you can prevent cataracts naturally, restore vision clarity, and reduce the risk of vision loss without relying only on medicine. And this is just the beginning. We've got 8 more secret foods ahead. Stay with me until the end because the later ones may surprise you the most. 3. Beef liver. Have you ever stepped out of a bright living room into the night and felt like it took forever for your eyes to adjust? That lag is your body whispering that it may need more vitamin A. In its active form, retinal, vitamin A allows your eyes to produce rhodopsin, the pigment that helps you see in low light. Without enough of it, your eyes struggle in the dark, leaving you vulnerable to night vision problems, dry eyes, and irritation. Beef liver is one of nature's richest sources of retinol, far outpacing most other foods. On top of that, it delivers zinc, the mineral that helps transport vitamin A to your retina, and vitamin B2, which supports corneal strength. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that diets high in retinol significantly improve dark adaptation in older adults, something many seniors worry they'll never regain. I recall meeting Mr. Raymond, 71, who admitted he dreaded driving at night. Oncoming headlights blurred his vision, and the glare made him anxious about losing his orientation on the road. We added just 1 serving of pan-seared beef liver each week, plus a little liver pâté on whole grain toast. 6 weeks later, he told me, "I feel confident again. Meeting my friends for an evening game of cards no longer feels like a risk."
Here's a tip. You don't need much. Just 1 to 2 small servings a week can help restore night vision and reduce eye dryness. Try grinding liver into burgers or blending it into sauces if the taste feels too strong. And always look for grass-fed liver to avoid unwanted residues while maximizing nutritional value. That single serving could be the golden key to unlocking your ability to see clearly in the dark. A simple, natural step to protect senior vision and guard against vision loss many assume is permanent.
4. Bell peppers. Your eyes are filled with thousands of tiny, delicate blood vessels. Even the smallest damage to these capillaries can affect how clearly you see. That's where vitamin C steps in. It strengthens and repairs these fragile vessels and also helps your body produce collagen, the framework that keeps your corneal lens strong and stable.
And when it comes to vitamin C, few foods can compete with bell peppers, especially the bright red and yellow ones. They aren't just colorful. They're loaded with beta-carotene, the building block of vitamin A, plus lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that shield your retina from damage caused by light and free radicals. Research in the Journal of Nutrition found that diets rich in vitamin C can lower the risk of cataracts by as much as 33% in older adults.
I think of Mrs. Patricia, 67, who often noticed redness in her eyes and tiny veins showing in the whites. She felt embarrassed and complained of eye fatigue at night. We added fresh red bell peppers to her salads, just a handful each day. Within a month, she told me the redness is gone and my eyes don't feel nearly as tired.
Here's a tip. Eat bell peppers raw when you can, since that's when vitamin C stays intact. If you prefer to sauté, keep the heat low and cook quickly to minimize nutrient loss. Pairing peppers with leafy greens is like putting up a double barrier.
boosting antioxidants and protecting against vision loss. Each crisp, sweet slice is a small, steady step toward clearer, healthier eyesight.
5. Free-range eggs. When people think about foods for eye health, vegetables usually come first. But here's a hidden gem many seniors overlook: free-range eggs. The yolk is rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, the same protective duo found in greens, along with vitamins A, E, B2, and zinc. What makes eggs unique is that these nutrients are fat-soluble, and eggs naturally contain the healthy fats that help your body absorb them more efficiently.
According to the American Optometric Association, lutein and zeaxanthin from eggs have higher bioavailability than those from vegetables. That means even a small serving of eggs can deliver powerful protection against blue light damage, blurred vision, and age-related macular degeneration.
I remember Mr. Charles, 70, a retired mail carrier, who told me he couldn't read more than 20 minutes without his eyes burning and watering. He had avoided eggs for years because of cholesterol fears. I suggested he try 2 free-range eggs each morning, boiled or lightly pan-seared in olive oil. After just 3 weeks, Charles told me I can enjoy my morning paper again without rubbing my eyes every few minutes.
Here's a tip. Choose eggs from naturally raised hens fed an organic diet. You'll notice the yolks are a deep golden orange. That's the sign of nutrient density. Cook them gently, avoiding high-heat frying to preserve the delicate vitamins. Think of each egg as a compact gift of nutrition, giving your eyes the fuel they need to stay sharp. Just a few eggs each week could be a small change that brings a big difference in protecting senior vision and reducing the risk of vision loss.
Simple, colorful, and affordable. Bell peppers and eggs remind us that protecting eyesight doesn't have to be complicated. Add them to your routine, and you're already taking steps to prevent cataracts naturally and restore eye comfort. If you're enjoying these tips, be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss the rest of our countdown.
6. Walnuts. If you're searching for a snack that's tasty, simple, and surprisingly powerful for your eyesight, look no further than walnuts. These little nuts are loaded with plant-based omega-3s called ALA. Your body can partially convert ALA into EPA and DHA, the same essential fats that keep your retina strong and your vision signals sharp.
But walnuts bring more than just omega-3s. They're rich in vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that shields eye cells from free radical damage. That means less oxidative stress, less irritation, and better long-term protection for your vision.
A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that diets including walnuts regularly can lower CRP, an inflammatory marker in the body. Lower inflammation means smoother blood flow through the tiny capillaries in your eyes, and better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your retina, helping your eyes repair themselves after a long day of use. I once spoke with Mr. Stanley, 74, who told me his eyes felt like sandpaper every morning. He was tired of eye drops and supplements. I suggested something simple: 7 walnut halves in the evening. Within 2 weeks, he called back and said, "Mornings don't feel gritty anymore. My eyes actually feel refreshed." Here's a tip: enjoy walnuts raw, sprinkle them over salads, or mix them into yogurt. Always choose unsalted to keep blood pressure in check and support circulation. Just a small handful daily not only nourishes your eyes, but also supports your heart, brain, and senior vision health. A powerful trio for life after 60. 7. Shellfish. Now let's move from nuts to the sea. Oysters, clams, crab, shrimp, and lobster may sound like luxuries, but when it comes to eye nutrition, they're treasures. These shellfish are rich in zinc, the mineral your body needs to create and maintain visual pigments in the retina. Without enough zinc, your eyes may struggle with night vision problems and become more sensitive to glare and blue light.
Shellfish also provide vitamin B12,
which keeps the optic nerve healthy and helps red blood cells carry oxygen to your eye tissues. And there's another star nutrient, astaxanthin, the natural red pigment in shrimp and crab. Research published in the Journal of Medicinal Food shows that astaxanthin can lower retinal inflammation and protect the macula more effectively than many common antioxidants.
I think of Mrs. Irene, 70, who loved her evening reading but constantly battled glare from her lamp. She kept adjusting her glasses, frustrated that letters looked washed out. After adding oysters and shrimp once a week, she smiled and said, "The glare is gone. I can read again without squinting."
Here's a tip. Pair shellfish with a drizzle of olive oil or a pat of butter to enhance absorption of astaxanthin. Choose fresh, clean sources and cook them simply, steamed, baked, or lightly sautéed to keep nutrients intact. Even one seafood meal a week can act like a red shield for your eyes, guarding against macular degeneration, cataracts, and vision loss while helping you maintain sharp, confident eyesight.
These two foods, walnuts and shellfish, prove that snacks and simple meals can double as powerful allies for your eyes. Add them to your weekly routine, and you're one step closer to restoring clear vision and keeping your independence strong.
8. Sunflower seeds. Sometimes the smallest foods pack the biggest punch. Take sunflower seeds, tiny but loaded with nutrients that protect your eyesight. They're one of the richest natural sources of vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. Why does that matter? Because thiamine plays a key role in protecting your optic nerves, especially for those dealing with diabetes or prediabetes. When blood sugar runs too high, the delicate nerves and capillaries in your eyes can suffer damage, leading to vision loss over time. But sunflower seeds don't stop there. They're also rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that reduces inflammation, eases dry eyes, and supports healthy tear production. On top of that, they provide selenium, a mineral that helps with cell repair. In fact, research from the American College of Nutrition linked vitamin E from foods like sunflower seeds with a lower risk of cataracts in older adults. I think of Mr. Douglas, 68, who admitted that every evening after watching TV, his eyes burned and felt gritty. He didn't want another prescription or supplement, so we tried something simple. A quarter cup of unsalted sunflower seeds sprinkled over his oatmeal in the morning. Within weeks, Douglas told me, "My eyes don't feel as dry anymore. Watching the news at night isn't a chore."
Here's a tip. Enjoy sunflower seeds raw or lightly roasted, and choose unsalted varieties to protect your circulation. Add them to salads, yogurt, or even baked goods. A small handful a day is more than a snack. It's a natural remedy that helps prevent cataracts and keeps your eyes comfortably hydrated.
9. Avocado. Eating your leafy greens is essential, but here's the secret. You won't get the full benefit of nutrients like lutein, zeaxanthin, and vitamin A unless your body absorbs them properly. That's where avocado comes in. Rich in healthy monounsaturated fats, avocados act as a carrier, dissolving fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, and transporting them to where they're needed most, your retina and macula. And avocados don't just help with absorption, they contribute directly to eye health. They're a natural source of lutein and vitamin E. Lutein works like a built-in filter, blocking blue light, the silent threat that contributes to macular degeneration. Meanwhile, vitamin E protects eye cells from oxidative stress, reducing your risk of vision problems as you age. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that people who regularly eat avocados have higher macular pigment density, a fancy way of saying their eyes have stronger shields against vision loss. I remember Mrs. Joanne, 71, who said she ate spinach and kale daily, but still struggled with eye strain when reading in the evenings. Once she started adding half an avocado to her lunch a few times a week, she noticed a real difference. Her eyes didn't tire as quickly, and she said, "Colors look sharper, like I cleaned my glasses."
Here's a tip.
Slice avocado onto whole grain toast, mix it into salads, or blend it with spinach in a smoothie. You can also drizzle avocado oil or extra virgin olive oil over vegetables for the same absorption benefits.
Think of avocado as the key that unlocks the full power of your eye-friendly diet, helping you absorb, protect, and restore your vision naturally.
With something as simple as sunflower seeds and avocado, you're not just eating, you're building daily habits that shield your eyes against vision loss, cataracts, and macular degeneration. If you find these tips helpful, make sure to hit subscribe so you won't miss the final food on our countdown.
10. Supportive herbs. Food is powerful medicine, but certain traditional herbs can also play a role in protecting senior vision. One of the most studied is ginkgo biloba. It helps improve circulation to both the brain and the eyes, meaning your optic nerve and delicate eye tissues receive more oxygen and nutrients. Better circulation supports sharper vision and may slow the progression of macular degeneration.
Another is milk thistle, which boosts the liver's production of glutathione, a master antioxidant that detoxifies and protects eye tissues. This can be especially helpful for people managing diabetes or prediabetes, where oxidative stress often accelerates vision loss. Then there's turmeric, famous for its compound curcumin, a natural anti-inflammatory. Research published in the Journal of Ophthalmology suggests curcumin may ease dry eyes, reduce retinal inflammation, and even help relieve eye strain.
Other gentle herbs bring comfort in simple ways. Chamomile or rooibos tea can be sipped or applied as warm compresses to calm redness and irritation. And Coleus forskelii, a member of the mint family, has been studied for its potential to lower intraocular pressure, making it a supportive ally in preventing and managing glaucoma.
I remember Mrs. Lorraine, 75, who began drinking a cup of ginkgo tea each morning and adding turmeric to her soups. After a few months, she smiled and said, "I can sew in the evening without my eyes feeling so tired. It's made such a difference."
Here's a tip. Before adding any herb to your daily routine, always check with your doctor, especially if you take blood thinners or manage chronic conditions. Herbs are powerful, but they need to be used wisely. We've now walked through 10 foods and herbs that science shows can protect your eyesight, lower the risk of cataracts, and slow age-related macular degeneration. From everyday staples like salmon, leafy greens, eggs, and bell peppers, to nourishing choices like walnuts, shellfish, avocado, and supportive herbs, each one acts like a brick in building a strong foundation for healthy senior vision. The key is not to overhaul everything at once. Start small. Add 1 serving of fish each week. Enjoy a handful of walnuts in the afternoon. Blend half an avocado into your lunch salad. Over time, these little steps turn into habits. And habits are the quiet but powerful force that help you prevent vision loss, sharpen eyesight, and restore comfort to tired eyes.
Never forget, your eyes do more than let you see the world. They're your window to independence, your ability to drive with confidence, read your favorite books, and see the smiles of your children and grandchildren clearly. Every step you take today is an investment in those moments tomorrow.
If you found today's sharing helpful, please click like and subscribe so you won't miss the next videos. And I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods are already part of your routine? Leave a comment below and share your story. Here's to bright eyes, steady health, and the joy of seeing life with clarity.